New city, new shoes. What's this?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody, from our last morning here in Ninh Binh.
Today, this may come as a little bit of a surprise, but we're headed back to Hanoi.
Ooh, Hanoi.
We're taking another bus ride. It should be like a 1 to 2 hour bus ride, and we're riding with a different company, so hopefully this one goes a little smoother.
Yeah, that's all I can do is hope.
Take me on a big adventure, baby. If we stay together, we can stay young forever. Where will you go if you could time travel?
I'm gonna miss this place.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the luxury. It's like the most expensive hotel we've stayed in so far, and it was just so nice to relax and be here in Ninh Binh.
So this place was like 50 bucks a night and was far nicer than any hotel or resort we've stayed in ever before. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe after this it might turn into a luxury travel channel. Who knows?
I need the luxury travel money first. I mean, this was like the softest bed. It was so quiet every single night.
Yeah.
And it was so dark. The blackout curtains were black out.
Yeah.
Gonna miss it.
Me too.
This is the company that we're traveling with this time, and that's our bus parked out front. We just have a few more minutes. We also booked these tickets on 1-2-Go Asia, and it was $10 each for this one, so $1 cheaper each than the last one. Hopefully a better experience too. Give you a quick little tour here before we hop on. This is what our seats look like, and that's the interior of the bus. This one has 9 seats plus another 2 up front if anyone sits up there, and it looks like they recline pretty nicely. It's a nice bus, smells a little bit like cigarettes, but hopefully that'll clear out in the next few minutes.
So only our suitcases fit in the back, and we got to carry our bags.
Yeah, 2 backpacks. So this one has a lot less storage space for bags than our last bus, but it's us and 2 other people in this van, it looks like, and there's a second van that has another group of like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
This one definitely seems a little bit more organized than our last one. So fingers crossed.
Yeah. Ooh, and there's also massages.
Yeah, we have massaging chairs on this one too.
It's awesome.
And a lot more space, it feels like. I mean, it's just because we don't have bags packed everywhere.
Yeah. I wonder if this works.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
Well, in theory, we have massaging chairs. After a little bit of bag reorganizing, we are off.
Bye, Ninh Binh. Kind of a bumpy ride. Honestly, I feel a little sick after. Luckily, I took my motion sickness preventative. If not, I would have been throwing up.
Yeah, that was definitely bumpier than the way over there, so maybe that piece of road isn't as well maintained. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 2 lanes, but they're up to 4 cars passing at the same time. So it's completely optional how you drive. We're a good ways away from our hotel. Last time, our pickup was right in the center of the old city, and then they drove us over here. Now we have to get from here to just outside the old city on our own. I would say this bus experience was a solid 8 out of 10. The bumpy roads weren't really in their control, and this was better. There were definitely some unsanctioned stops along the way, picking up and dropping off some random people, but wasn't as sketchy as our last bus ride, and they weren't demanding money, so that was nice.
Big plus. When we were in Saigon, we were talking about extending our visa. Timing just doesn't seem to work out, and everything.
And cost.
Yeah,
it's
and
really
cost.
expensive to extend your visa.
Yeah, and then we would also have to pay the additional visa cost and find a place to stay and like where are we gonna go, right? We needed to plan all of that. We don't know. So we do have our next country planned out. So
I think it's gonna
we're
be a
not-
big surprise for
a
everybody.
big surprise, but we didn't end up extending Vietnam. I think we might just come back later at some point.
Yeah. It's cheaper and easier to just get a new visa than it is to extend. Plus, it can take up to 2 weeks to get your extended visa, and we just didn't have 2 weeks. Plus, a new visa is only $25 each. An extension visa is $100 each. So it just didn't really work out. Didn't make sense for us. We got our grab and headed to our new place in a new part of town. The street numbers in Vietnam are pretty confusing and not in order. So we got dropped off in a completely different spot than our Airbnb is. We have to walk up about a block through a motorcycle covered sidewalk and occasionally on the street next to buses and cars.
I don't know how those buses fit. These streets are small.
It's pretty common in Asia that there's a half a flight of stairs up to an elevator. So if you're mobility challenged or have a lot of suitcases, prepare for that little half stair. We got checked into our Airbnb for the next week, and we just have to keep in mind that it's not a 4-star hotel in the middle of nowhere.
I know, guys. I feel like we totally downgraded, but we're back to our regular scheduled budget.
Before we get too settled in here, Yami's gonna give you a little Airbnb tour. The thing that concerns me the most is this really flimsy door. This is our lock along with this little rinky-dink deadbolt. Doesn't fill me with too much confidence. But
Yeah. All right, so we paid $38 a night here. We're gonna be staying here for a week. Let me show you around. So when you first walk in, there's this living room area with the chairs and the couch. Oh, and I also think we get a smart TV as well. And it is like an open space floor plan. So the bed is right in the center of everything. And we get a really nice view of Hanoi. Since we haven't stayed in this area before, I think we're gonna do just a little bit of exploring today, right after I settle in though. Oh, and then this really caught our eye when we were booking it. I don't know if I'll fit, and it's funny because there's like a hole in the wall. What if I like sit and then like I fall?
it's designed for American weights.
I don't know, I'm scared. Okay. Wait, no. Let's try it. Settle it once and for all. Do you hold it like this?
I don't think you hold anything. You just kind of sit back and relax.
Okay, there you go.
It's holding you.
Okay.
I don't know that I want to risk it.
Yeah, it's not very sturdy.
The last time we checked a few months ago, I weigh about like 70 pounds more than you, so probably won't hop on that.
This is fun though. And then we also get a little dining area. Here's the kitchen. On the pictures, I thought it was gonna be a lot newer, but you know, Photoshop, right? So we got the little electric stove and then the kettle. We got a microwave.
Ooh.
And some glasses and bowls. And they also give us some utensils. Amazing. And a fridge. And now to the bathroom. It is kind of small. And I mean, it's a bathroom. Yeah, that's not too bad. But I can like totally feel the difference between this like hotel we were just staying at and today. But other than the bathroom, I like this like open area. I don't know how we're gonna go about like the sunlight because we are pretty light sleepers if there's like a lot of light coming in. So that's all I hope is that I can sleep really good on this trip.
Yeah, because it looks like over here we can black it out and we can black out that wall, but that corner right there and that little piece of wall does not black out.
Ooh, this doesn't black out.
Yeah, so we might be able to rig a little something with that curtain and a clip. Oh, yeah, and there's mosquitoes.
Yeah, they left the window open. I was like, and it's right next to the road too, so we might hear the beep beep beep, all the traffic that's going on. But really, what's new? Although I do like these chairs. They're nice and cushy.
Yeah, I might flip them around, face the window, and watch traffic go by as we drink our morning coffee or something. So this trip to Hanoi isn't so much an exploration and touristy trip. It's more of a place of convenience to knock out a bunch of admin work, because it is time for us to pay our annual subscription fee for our American citizenship and do our taxes. Luckily, Yami's taxes are pretty simple, straightforward. It'll probably take her an hour or two. Mine, not so much, with a handful of companies and holding companies and different entities and multiple sources of income. It's gonna be a little bit of a mess, and it usually takes me about a week to do it. So that's this week.
Yep. Pretty busy week. I think just tomorrow we'll do some exploring, but yeah, so sorry if the vlogs are being a little lame. We're just taking you along our life and our trip, and not everything is running, sightseeing. Sometimes it's just getting to work and paying our government fees. Yeah.
Yep. That's one subscription that we definitely don't want to drop. At least for the time being. And before we forget, we also want to talk about a little maybe scam that we uncovered on Airbnb when we were trying to book our second week here in Hanoi. So originally we wanted to stay right up next to the West Lake area, which is a really nice area here, and we figured that we're going to be sitting in our Airbnb all day working, so might as well have a nice place to sit and work all day. So 3 times we tried booking 3 different Airbnbs that were right on the lake, really pretty and super affordable, surprisingly affordable. And all 3 times after booking it, we got a message from the host saying, oh, hey, that's actually not available this week, but I have this other Airbnb in a completely different part of town that is available that week. So it happened 3 separate times with 3 different hosts on 3 different listings. So I think they might just be, bait and switching you into getting into a different Airbnb. Mm-hmm. So just something to be aware of when you're booking here, I guess.
As I was using the restroom, I realized that it looks like there's a lot of mold on the wall. And, I used to clean Airbnbs for my mom's cleaning company. Shout out to NNB Cleaning. And I used to never let this kind of stuff slide by, so I'm surprised that almost half of the, this part of the roof is covered in it. So we contacted the host and hopefully they remove it. Yeah, it's just one thing I was like, what? We're staying here for a week. I shouldn't be breathing in that stuff. Yeah.
All right, we are hitting the streets of our new area. First, we need to go get some cash. So we're gonna walk to a Vien Thanh bank that's at the end of the street, just because that's what we've been using and it's been working. And then we're gonna look for a little bit of food. Not too hungry yet, but I need a little something to hold me over till dinner. Once again, super easy and straightforward, and it also charges a $2 fee like the other ATMs we've used, which gets refunded by Charles Schwab.
Thank you. $2 for dinner.
One thing to note though, because we've seen a couple of reviews on ATMs around Vietnam that they just stole people's card. I think it's more likely that they forgot to hit return card, because all the other ATMs we've used on this trip, they automatically return your card at the end of the transaction, but on the Vietnamese ones, you actually have to end the transaction to get your card back. There's an additional step. So I think people just forgot to hit end transaction and get their card back. We're also right across from this park, so we're gonna go take a look at it. We just have to get across this traffic.
Oh my god, it just keeps coming. I don't know if we can make it. Maybe. Crossing the streets of Vietnam are always a little scary, but I'm still alive.
There's this nice fountain here. There's this big statue. I'm guessing that's about the Vietnam-America War. And there's also a little gym over there. It's one of those free public park gyms.
On these sidewalks of Vietnam, I've also seen a lot of sidewalk barbers and yeah, barbers, right? The ones that cut your hair and the beard. It's just always so interesting to me because I don't know, it's a little risky, right? They might not do a very good job, and I told Moses to do it, but he's like, no.
We also have to find our new beer spot, since we're a 30-minute walk from our old beer spot.
So we're at a restaurant that's on the side of the street, our favorite kinds, and we saw that they have vegetarian steamed rice rolls. Never tried these before, and it costs 30,000 dong. I'm really excited. I also asked them how much a beer costs, and I guess they're gonna bring us one. So we'll find out after.
We're not the biggest fans of Hanoi beer. We're more Saigon drinkers, but beer is beer.
Yeah. And it's really hot outside today too, so it's nice and cool.
Thanks. They also brought out these broths, mansi, some chili, and a bunch of greens. And then we added some more seasoning to these broths. And then they just brought out this plate of noodles, and it looks like they stopped preparing food. So I think this is what we're eating. I have no idea how it comes together, but
I'm like Googling it.
maybe Google knows. Okay, so we asked for some instructions. We're still not 100% clear, but she dipped that into the broth and then signaled like you put it in your mouth.
I'm not sure what to do with these greens though. I feel like maybe you mix it together, like that one food that we had at that restaurant with like the family restaurant. You know, I feel like it would be like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might just be making it up.
We're definitely making it up.
Yeah.
And she also squeezed one mansi into our broths.
Okay. That's like completely dipped. Yeah, that's really good. It's like, to me these are noodles, you're just eating them differently.
I didn't realize that they're making the noodles from scratch right there. So they're pouring out a paste and then steaming it on there.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That's so cool. I've never heard of this before, and it's nice to see it like being made, you know? It's like a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, so she just poured a fresh batch of batter and then they steam it under there. Great food, and now we just have to cross this. It's just shocking to us how green our street is. There's so many trees.
We came across this mini supermarket? Yeah, something like that. We've got a lot of stuff. Like we can definitely tell the difference from like Ninh Binh, small town, to like Hanoi. I'm not forgetting which city I'm in. It's really cool. Like we just have access to so many things like a lot easier than we did back at Ninh Binh. It's like I missed the city or something.
This is like the biggest and most diverse ramen section that we found our whole time in Asia. So I'm trying this one, which is a 4-cheese ramen. I don't think it's spicy, which kind of sucks, but this is my current favorite ramen, which is cheesy and spicy.
And I really like this Bonbon Hue, like ramen, instant rice noodles. And then here is a vegetarian pho, which is really cool. We haven't come across this before. Oh yeah, and then there's also different kinds. So like not just Bonbon Hue, but there's different kinds of pho.
These are all the
awesome.
Vietnamese ramens.
Yeah, that's so awesome. I didn't know this could be like instant food.
They're also playing really cool Thai pop music. Not Thai pop. We're in Vietnam. Vietnamese pop music. Picked up our water jug, our ramen, and some snacks. We're gonna head back to our apartment for a little bit, and I think we have maybe some plans for dinner. We'll see.
Ooh. I wish it was still Moses' birthday. That way I could just like do whatever I want, you know? Like if I want like a fancy restaurant, then I can just go because it's Moses' birthday.
Don't have an excuse anymore. Although it is still birthday week, so I'm gonna try and finish one more video. We're in the middle of watching Da Vinci Code. We're like halfway through it.
Yeah, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not the book.
We got settled in and did absolutely nothing, and it was great.
We're starting to get in a little pattern here.
Our big dinner plans are a bit of a walk away, and I don't know that I'm up for a walk, so we're gonna go see if we can find some motivation at the bottom of a coffee cup. Here's our egg coffee.
And this is a hot coffee. I honestly kind of miss this. It's gotta mix well. Moses is the mixing master. Also, we want to get our nails redone, so we're figuring that out as well as we sip our evening coffee. Only in Vietnam I will drink coffee at nighttime.
Well, today's also the first day that we're working in about a week, so I feel like we're gonna need some. Okay, I think it's ready.
It's hot. So
Yeah,
be careful.
it's hot. The bottom of the glass is pretty hot. It's pretty good. It's not as sweet as the other ones that we've had, but it still has like the nice texture and flavor.
Oh,
That's a really good coffee.
my turn.
I think I can guess what Yami's opinion is gonna be.
He thinks I'm not gonna like it. Okay. And he was right. Just kidding. No, it just needs a little bit more sugar. Other than that, okay.
There's also a bakery like right next door to us, and it looked really good when we walked by, so we had to come check them out. And get Yami's favorite.
Donut. It's just missing the sprinkles, but that works. Ooh, man, so many limousines passing by. And not like the cool kind of limousines. These are like bus limousines. So we got the coffee for 35,000 dong, and we got the donut and a croissant for 40,000 dong. Yeah, pretty
solid.
good, yeah. And it looks kind of like, it looks like a fancy bakery, and I thought it was gonna cost more, but no.
And we have to give a massive shout out to Jonathan. We'll have to do something special because like I don't even know what to do. Jonathan just broke all kinds of records with how many coffees he bought us, which is incredible. So massive shout out to Jonathan.
Yes, thank you so much, Jonathan, for the 25 coffees. That is incredible. And thanks to you, we can drink as many egg coffees as we want.
Yay. I just found my kind of clothing store. Everything is black.
This area is a lot more quiet than the old border.
And in this area, there's sidewalks on almost every street, and they're usable because they're not like completely covered in motorcycles.
They're pretty big too. Like, where was all of this last time?
We are having sushi for dinner. Here's our sushi, and it is super pretty. They also give us a little bit of wasabi and pickled ginger.
This looks so good. I haven't had ginger. I haven't had sushi in a long time. Ginger. I've only ever had grocery store sushi, and I really like that, so I'm excited to try this.
And this is actually cheaper than our grocery store sushi back home.
Yeah, which is like totally the reason why we wanted this, because I thought it would be expensive, but not really. I mean, we do also order vegetarian food, so that could also be the reason why. I ordered one with avocado, eggplant, and Moses got like a mushroom, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, a couple of different mushrooms in this sushi.
So I like my sushi drenched in soy sauce. So we're gonna do that. And we ordered the spicy mayo. I like that.
We usually make our spicy mayo with a little splash of lime so we can just drizzle it over our sushi, but you know, we're roughing it out here.
Straight. I always forget they have to eat the whole thing. This is a big sushi. Oh my god. Nice. Oh, that's spicy. Wow. That's amazing. It's better than the grocery store sushi.
Who'd have thunk it?
Who would have known?
That was super, super good. And like sushi's one of those things that we only started eating a few months ago. And like once we started eating it, we just ate it all the time. Like we were getting that a couple times a month, grabbing some grocery store sushi. I don't know why we haven't had more sushi. It's probably just because we're being so cheap. But that was really good. I will probably have more sushi on this trip now.
Yeah, I hope we do.
We're gonna wrap it up there, and we're gonna go finish another movie. So we will see you all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.